Hello my amigos, Shane Amigo here and welcome back to Let's Play Crush Team Racing. In this part, we are playing as Tiny Tiger, and we are playing as Tiny Tiger in the Tiny Arena. Now, as you remember, Tiny Arena was from Crush Bandicoot Warped, except it looks nothing like the one in Crush Bandicoot Warped. But you know, that doesn't matter, because I don't really care about consistency in my Crash Bandicoot game. So yeah, I mean, this is the same series where in the last game... Oh yeah, I haven't explained this yet, have I? Remember in the last game, Cortex was a baby along with Entropy, yeah? In this game, he's now back to normal age. I do actually have a theory of why this happened. I think I know. Basically Cortex and Entropy, both of them turn into babies in Crash 3. Yeah, and then when it went into this game, yeah, during the time between Crash Bandicoot Warped, and during the time between that game and Crush Team Racing, there was a little bit of story that happened, but I didn't actually explain it because I forgot. But basically, what happened is, basically Cortex and Entropy, as we all know, they're babies. And then every other character in the series, yeah, they randomly got frozen. I don't know why, they just all got frozen, and it's like for no reason whatsoever, they all just got frozen. And then Aku had to try and find out why they were frozen. So Aku went to find Uka Uka to try and see how he made them all of them freeze, so he can try and reverse the curse and make it so nobody's frozen. But it took so long that Entropy and Cortex went back to normal age, and by the time all the other characters were released, they were all back to this. Basically, every character is now the same age as each other. It's a really weird theory I have there, but yeah. So basically, all the characters were frozen. By the time they came back out of their frozen form, basically Cortex and Entropy are back to normal age again. I don't even know if that made any sense, but I know it makes sense because I know what I'm talking about. There was one cutscene though that I saw one time, and basically Crash Bandicoot jumped out of the ice and it was like, "I was frozen today." No, this is just a theory. It's not even true. Yeah, that's my theory. Very weird theory, I know. But I like the power of imagination. So yeah, this is Tiny Arena. This is my least favourite level in the game, just because I don't know whether it's because the level is really long, or just because of the fact that there's not much use in colours, if you know what I mean. Like the colour palette is not varied very often. All I see is like different types of brown and grey. It kind of looks boring to me. But it's not that it's like a really bad level or anything. It's not like, oh god, it's so bad it's unplayable, because this level's perfectly playable. It's just the visuals, I don't like it that much. Although I must say, Tiny Tiger, the logos in the backgrounds, his face and everything, all bright and colourful. Those bits look awesome. Yeah. I was really lucky here on how I won this race. And I got a comment saying, a few parts ago, saying that I think that they think that the items are balanced depending on what position you're in. Yeah, well, I don't think they are, because look at what I just got here. Yeah. I just got 2 masks in a row. I do think that the items are random. But that's just what I think. Nobody actually knows what it is besides Naughty Dog. So yeah, you can all have your own little theories on that. Like I have my own little theory on the story. Yeah. Hello. So yeah, I love the losing animation for Engine. It's so funny. There it goes again.
So, you've beaten all the other racers on these tracks. Well, now you'll see. see why I'm the most feared driver on the circuit. I'll earn the right to face Oxide by crushing you into brick dust. Let's race.
I love that voice, it's so good. Obviously you can't see me, but basically throughout the whole cutscene I was just sitting there smiling, and obviously I'm editing out my audio, but yeah, basically I was just laughing throughout that cutscene. It's so good. I love his voice. So good. Sucker! It's so good. But yeah, this is this is a level, no, it's Dragon Mines. This level's good. Basically for this boss fight, ow my face. For this boss fight, boss race, even, basically Komodo Joe is basically throwing TNT crates and nitro crates all over the field, and you just gotta try and dodge all these explosives. I love his voice, it's so good. But obviously there's other characters that have better voices, and I think you all know where I'm going with this, like, better characters with better voices thing, you know. I'm not gonna go too much into it, mainly because he's not in this game. But yeah, I like this race. This race is this annoys me. I always back into that for some reason. Well, actually, I don't think I did it on the actual race, but I do it during the boss fight, or the boss race. But basically, what was I going to? Like I forgot. Yeah. Oh, I remember now. Basically, this boss race is actually, in my opinion, it's the most challenging. And like, I say that because the first and the second one were easy. You know how easy they were. You saw me absolutely own them. You saw me absolutely trash talk them. So yeah. Then there's the third. This is the third one. This one's quite challenging. The fourth one I found pretty easy. And the last one is just bloody cheap. Yeah. Oh, that's the end of the boss race. And yeah, I love the the sad animation. Hello. The losing animation for Komodo Joe. He's crying. I mean, I'd never imagine him crying.
You're not so slow after all. Surprised me you did. Here's a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it will all be your fault.
Oh, thanks for believing in me. Anyway, we're heading to Rocky Road. I love the pun. So good. And this crystal challenge, I don't think it's as hard as the last one, but it still is fairly difficult, and it involves a lot of memorization, which is what I think is so fun about these things. It involves memorization, and I quite like memorization. Well, to an extent. There's sometimes where I don't like memorization, like, I'll give you an example. Actually, I'm giving you this example because I was playing this level earlier, actually. But, Eggman Land for Sonic Unleashed. I totally forgot the level design, and there were so many sections where I just kept dying and dying and dying. And I don't like that type of memorization. Like, it'll probably be better if I remembered it a little more. But the thing is, I didn't, so it kind of pissed me off. I still like the level, like Eggman Land. I'd say it's not amazing, but not like bad. You know, it's just in the middle. You know, it's. I don't know how to put it. I like the level. I really like the theme of it. Maybe because it's Dr. Eggman. But yeah. Yeah, this level ain't too bad. It just involves memorization, basically. And I like it. I really like the pun for the level, it's so good. But yeah, there we go. Now we just finished off this world. We'll be seeing it later. We'll be seeing it later. No, I should have said seeing centimeters. But yeah. I like Komodo Joe's voice. I think that just made my day, just hearing that again. I can't take a smile off my face, but I don't want to take a smile off my face. I like smiling. Anywho, we're heading to my least favourite hub world in the game. Surprisingly, I'm not frowning now. It's this hub world. I think it said Citadel City, I'm not sure. I might be wrong because I didn't read it in time. The reason I don't like this hub world, okay.
To access this track, you must first collect the number of trophies required to turn on the warp pad. To get trophies, you must race other open tracks and come in first place.
But yeah, the reason I don't like this hub world is because, basically, the map in the bottom right corner, it shows everything. It doesn't like when I was explaining this to my, one of my friends, I was explaining it, using, I don't know why, but I used Call of Duty. I don't like that game, but I used Call of Duty. But, basically, in Call of Duty, you've got this, when you're inside like a house, there's like 2 floors to it, and the bottom floor it'll show the map to that floor, and the floor on top of that it will show the map to that floor. But on here it shows the whole thing, and that really bugs me. I still can't believe that I said something good about Call of Duty that's bad about Crash Bandicoot. That really shocks me. Yeah, I don't like the hub world for this place because it's just really annoying the way it's done. I wish they'd change it so that so they show one level and then after, like, they show the ground level and then they show the upper level as 2 separate maps. It's just annoying. It's not too big of a problem, but it kind of is when it comes to this Let's Play, because you'll see that I'm going to get confused later on in this game and not know where I'm going. Anywho, we're playing as the in terms of character, like personality and all that, we're playing as my favourite character in the game, Dr. Cortex. And yeah, this guy's awesome because he's Dr. Cortex and his face is imprinted everywhere, and this is Cortex Castle, and this place is awesome. Cortex Castle was from Crash Bandicoot 1. It burned to flames, but Cortex is so awesome that he rebuilt it from scratch. He's just like, no, I'm not having this Bandicoot I'm not having this Bandicoot foil my plans again. Must build a racetrack so I can flash his ass on this track. He won't be able to stop me. So yeah, Cortex is awesome. Gotta love Cortex. Cortex, at first Cortex was my favourite character, then when I actually decided to like play as some of the other characters, like Polar and all that, I kind of liked Polar to play as more, you know? Cortex, I love Cortex. Cortex is so cool. So awesome. If only Nitrous Brio was in this game, then maybe Cortex would just be my second favourite character, but, you know, maybe it makes Cortex really happy that I like him the most in this game, so I guess that's a good thing. So yeah, Cortex is awesome. Yeah, I really like Cortex. His voice is awesome, his personality is awesome, and I just like how he always wants to just destroy Crash Bandicoot. Whenever he says "take that," it reminds me of the Sonic Heroes boss fight. Oh, 2 Sonic references in this video! Yeah, it reminds me of the Sonic Heroes boss fight, right at the end of the Egg Emperor, where Dr. Eggman's like, ha 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 ha, take this, take this! It reminds me of that when Dr. Cortex says, take that! You know? It's so awesome. Yeah. Cortex is awesome. Eggman is awesome. Scientists in general are awesome. Where's Nitrous Brio? God, he wouldn't have made this game perfect. No, do you know what would have been perfect game? I don't know why, but I just think this would be a perfect game. Basically, Cortex, Nitrous Brio, Dr. Eggman, and Dr. Wily all together, evil scientists, and basically just blow up the world. That would just be amazing. Although I don't know how you do that. I don't know. Strategy game? I don't know. Anywho, this is the end of the video. I'd like to thank all of you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of Crush Team Racing, where I'll try not to dominate the universe with all these villains, but no promises. See you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.